Welcome to Conversations with Women Who Lead, honest conversations about business, leadership, and what really shapes how women lead. I'm Anne-Marie McHenry, business coach, consultant, creator, and a therapist for the past 2 decades. On this podcast, I sit down with women to talk about their businesses and their unique areas of expertise, as well as how their upbringing, background, and the social conditioning they've experienced have shaped the way they lead. We explore what they've had to learn and unlearn along the way. I'll also be sharing my own journey of founding and selling a business and the very real trials, lessons, and reinvention involved in building my next chapter, Rose and Stone. This is a space for thoughtful leadership, honest conversation, and women redefining success on their own terms. I'm so happy you're here. Thanks for joining us on Conversations with Women Who Lead. Hi, Deborah.
Hi, Anne-Marie.
Thank you so much for being here.
Thanks for having me.
I'm really excited that you're here.
I am too.
So let me tell our viewers about your business, Cocus Pocus. Deborah Perlman is the founder of Cocus Pocus, a colorful, feel-good lifestyle brand designed to inspire connection, confidence, creativity in everyday life. With a background as a beauty executive, working with brands like Dior, Sephora, and Benefit, Deborah blends big brand strategy with heart-led storytelling. A longtime entrepreneur, mother, and movement practitioner, she's passionate about building a business that reflects real life, not perfection. Through Cocus Pocus, Deborah invites people to plan boldly, laugh often, and create with intention, proving that joy can be both strategic and soulful. Deborah Perlman, welcome to Conversations with Women Who Lead.
Happy to be here.
Yeah. So your business I have seen grow over the years. It's incredible. I'm curious what has inspired you to first start it, but then actually grow it over these years.
I think I was just trying to figure out what I was going to do next. And I had been helping first really big brands build, and then other people came to me with smaller brands, all in the beauty space. And after helping a lot of brands launch like from zero, seeing them grow, I thought I should be doing this for myself too. But I had a lot of non-compete contracts with different companies. So I needed to either wait those out or do something in a different area. So I started Cocus Pocus as a lifestyle brand. I actually thought I was going to make vending machines that opened coconuts automatically.
Wow.
That was where the name started. And then from there, it just evolved into, like the meme started to be a big thing. And I started to see funny things and think, like, if I could put something on a t-shirt and make somebody laugh, I'm going to do that. And then I'm a visual person. So things that are colorful, things that are creative, things that are textured, just whatever I can bring into my daily life or other people's lives. Wanted to make that.
I didn't know that it was going to be started as a coconut opening brand.
Maybe it will be, because I love coconuts and coconut water, and having it fresh from like a young coconut is delicious. And I thought that would be so fun.
Yeah.
But I have not made that machine yet. So maybe one day.
Right.
Not yet.
Yeah. So tell me about what Cocus Pocus is selling right now.
So right now we're doing a lot of accessories in the fashion space. So like bag charms and keychains, hats and sunglasses and t-shirts, also stationery, gifting, wall planners, and a little bit like dipping a toe into beauty as well.
Okay. And your background in beauty, can you talk a little bit more about that?
Just purely accidental. I was in the process of writing my thesis, and I got a job working for a manufacturer in China. And as an English speaker and someone who had a way with words, I started to work on their marketing and doing sales. And then I started to work with brands that had come to this factory, and they wanted to not buy the factory's own brand, but make their brands in the factory. And that was part of my big education on product development. So I didn't actually go to school for it, but I learned on the factory floors.
In China?
Yeah.
That's quite an interesting side of business that I'm sure that you learned.
Yes, fascinating.
Yeah. And so a lot of beauty industry products are made in China?
Well, a lot of the hard goods. Okay. So like tweezers, scissors, makeup brushes, all of the pouches, and then color cosmetics and skin formulations, a little bit less, but some of the big brands do have their own wholly owned factories inside of China. And then a lot of them make in Europe or in the US.
And so your current retail items through Cocus Pocus, are those manufactured in China?
Mostly, yes, and some in the USA.
Okay. And I'm guessing you speak Chinese?
I do. I speak Mandarin.
It's amazing. How did you learn to speak Mandarin?
I just didn't have a choice. I moved to China before the smartphone. So like I could have a piece of paper saying one thing, but I didn't have a way to evolve a conversation. So I
Yeah.
had to learn at least enough to get around. And from there, I learned a little bit more. And then I had kids. I needed to communicate with people with like the nanny or schedule something. And I just added on more and more. My reading and writing is terrible, but I can speak pretty well.
You can communicate.
Yeah.
Yes. So part of Deborah's business experience and education is through living in China and
Yeah.
learning to speak Chinese by living in China.
Accidentally.
Yes.
Yeah.
And how long were you in China?
13 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
And your kids were raised in China in their earlier years?
Yeah, their formative years were all there.
Yes. Amazing.
Yeah.
So now what is exciting you about Cocus Pocus?
I'm always excited to like bring symbols into the business. So if you'll see, there's always motifs that carry through. Like it could be a smiley face or a heart or an eye or something else, but I love to make those and then also weave them into other products. I love a good double or triple entendre. So if I can say something that has more than one meaning, I'm definitely going to do that as well.
Super fun.
Yeah.
What got you into symbols and double, triple entendres?
I think I've always just had like a vivid inner world. And so I've always thought about things in more than one layer. And when I was younger, I was very much an observer. I guess I would be considered shy. I was just introverted and I was observing. And so I took a lot in. And I mean, I have a lot of thoughts and I have a lot to say. Now that I can put all that together, it comes out sometimes in a product and sometimes in a conversation.
Definitely sometimes in a very cheeky product.
Yes.
I love that about your business. What part of if you could talk more about how you grew up and what's informed this business, I'm thinking about what part of your personality has helped to build this business.
My personality, maybe like my sense of my dry sense of humor or my deadpan sarcasm can definitely deliver a one-liner with a straight face, which helps a lot parenting. I can keep a straight face through a lot of situations. And then just I've traveled a lot. I've lived in different places. I've been in different cultures, and it's been an interesting life and not on purpose. It just kind of unfolded that way.
And Cocus Pocus is a lot about color and vibrance and being bold and living unapologetically.
Yeah. Expression.
Yeah. Where did that, I mean, I wouldn't think I have a creative bone in my body.
But you do.
Like wearing this from your wardrobe is the most expressive and bold piece of clothing I think I've ever worn.
But it's basically a little jean jacket.
It
just
is.
with some flair.
And I like it, but like where did that come from?
So I think, and I'm actually happy that this unfolded as it did, because if I had been really artistic and good at line drawing or painting, I maybe would have followed that impulse, but I was never good at line drawing. I was good at like making little things out of clay. I would make jewelry and stuff like that, but I never thought about that as like a career. And if I had been in a school that had like texture arts or something like that, I probably would have early on started with something more 3D because I like to do things with my hands. Like I feel better at the end of the day if I have made something. I sleep better. So that part of me, that's when I realized that I was a creative. And because I did a lot of other things first, I'm able to have a business. I don't just think of myself as an artist or as a designer. I think of myself just like, this is me, this is how I show up. And I know I have to make something every day, whether it's like a batch of really amazing cookies or a presentation or a new design. I make something almost every day.
Yeah.
I like to create.
Yes. What was the last thing that you created?
I've been doing a lot of bag charms. You've seen a
Charms,
couple,
yes.
but some of them are really funny, I think.
Yeah. What is the funniest one to you?
I'm like, some of them are super cutesy. I did a lot of really cute pickleball ones. Yes, which I'll send you. Do you remember the kale t-shirt sweatshirt craze?
Yes.
Okay.
And like the turn up the beats.
Okay, there was a big like kale like sweatshirt phenomenon, and because I lived overseas, every year or so, I would come to the States once, and then I would just sort of notice something had happened. Like
Mhm.
one June or July, I came back and everyone is wearing a kale t-shirt.
Mhm.
So like that was a moment that stuck out in my mind, but
Mhm.
that t-shirt's trademarked.
Okay.
So I can't make it.
Okay.
You can't make things with kale that are wearable. It's all been
Even
trademarked.
if it's just like a picture of kale?
A picture, but like the words. But
The
I made a
words.
bag charm of a kale t-shirt,
Okay.
which I think is funny.
That's yeah.
So it is like that double entendre. So,
Mhm.
but people who are like a little bit older or younger than me are
Mhm.
like, I don't get it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I feel like you had to be a certain age
Yeah.
and you had to be a Beyonce fan at that time
Mhm.
to understand what I'm trying to say here.
Mhm. Right. But young people like Beyonce too, and
Right.
young people also love stuff that you're selling at
Yes.
Pocus, right?
Yeah.
So how do you think you're able to kind of cross generations? Because you clearly can. I mean, your stuff is so fun and so approachable from what I can tell at any age.
I mean, good products, fun design is timeless.
Mhm.
I think it just attracts a certain type of personality. So
The personality.
what's that archetype? Somebody who's playful,
Mhm.
maybe?
Yeah. Because your daughter, she also loves the products, right?
Yeah, she does.
Yeah.
She's one of my guides
Yeah.
in what's going to go and what's not. When I open up a box and I start to take stuff out,
Mhm.
and she's like, "Oh my gosh, can I have that?" Yes, and then I immediately go order more because
Mhm.
I know
Yeah.
it's going to go.
Cool.
If
That's
she
cool.
thinks it's cool, it's going to be cool.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Love that. It's like
Yeah,
a built-in, what do you call it?
like
Like
a
your survey.
yes, my
Yeah.
marketing team.
Yes.
Hmm.
Yes.
Yeah.
Um, so when you were young, did you have an idea? And I'm thinking like, let's think middle school, high school, that
Okay.
you would be a business owner one day and do what you're doing.
No,
Do
I
you
think in
remember what you were
I think
thinking
in
of?
high school I was thinking I would go to medical school.
Okay.
I feel like that was always an expectation is that I would get some type of second degree, a master's, a, you know,
Mhm.
doctor, lawyer. And then senior year of high school, I took a science class for science majors at a local university.
Mhm.
And I was like, okay, no.
Mm.
And I took also an anthropology course
Mhm.
and a Spanish course, like college level.
It's quite a broad spectrum.
I know. And I really loved anthropology. And so that's what I ended up majoring in.
Okay.
And just, learning about language and culture and artifacts, even
Uh-huh.
kind of pulling all of that together. So that's maybe where some of the symbols and symbolism comes from
Yeah.
and what I put out there.
That makes so much sense.
Yeah.
So you weren't planning to be a creative and to start your own business and make it a seven-figure business.
No, I was always planning, like when I started this specific business, I didn't put that much thought into the foundational work of branding and what it would look like. I
Mhm.
was just like, this is cute, that's cute, I'll do this, I'll do that. I was living in China, so it was really easy to get everything made in small quantities.
Mhm.
And I just thought like, my kids were all starting to get into the preschool years
Mhm.
and three different preschool tuitions. I was like, let me just go make a couple $1,000 extra per month.
Mhm.
I'll do one of those websites that everyone's
Mm.
talking about and seems easy enough.
Mhm.
And that's what I did.
Yeah. So you just kind of were dabbling in making products
Yeah.
and started a website and started
Hmm.
selling things.
Yeah.
And that's where this whole business actually
Yeah. And then
started.
pretty quickly, I got a big wholesale order.
Mhm.
So I had a website and I was selling a little bit from the website. And then when I got my first actual wholesale order,
Mhm.
I needed like a tax ID number and I had to
Mm.
open up an LLC.
Okay.
But I had done this for other people,
Right.
which I got paid for. But then I did it for myself and I was actually just doing it for fun. And
Mhm.
that's probably why it
Mhm.
worked from the beginning.
Yeah. So you basically got a whole MBA from working for other people in China in factories,
Yeah.
learning Chinese,
Yeah.
helping them with their businesses,
Yeah.
and then just for fun, deciding to do it on your own, but you already knew how to do it.
I already knew how to do a lot of it.
Yeah.
I did not know accounting.
Yeah.
I didn't really understand the difference between sales and marketing.
Mhm.
And I think the second phase of my education or like my post MBA has
Mhm.
been the marketing piece.
Mhm.
Really being able to see marketing and integrate it. And what do I want to do with my marketing plan?
Mhm.
And still to this day, the wholesale piece of my business is the strongest. And
Mhm.
that seems to be where I can shine.
Mhm.
And I'm just always working on new things for my direct to consumer business.
Mhm. So what would you say is the difference between sales and marketing?
Sales is actually selling the product. So usually you're meeting with a buyer.
Mhm.
But when you're selling from a business to an individual, it's really more about marketing. It's
Okay.
more about brand. It's more about storytelling if you're doing sales, you're going to be selling like a sort of nameless, faceless product.
Mhm.
So you might be buying from another company. You might be getting some, I need this. Let me get what's the fastest I can get it to my house?
Mhm.
That's the sales piece of it. The marketing is customer acquisition
Mhm.
and then providing value to that customer and then trying to keep them as a lifelong customer.
And how have you been learning about marketing?
I joined a mastermind.
Okay.
Yeah, I joined a mastermind to grow the direct to consumer side of my business.
Mhm.
And that was really when it was like that scene in the Matrix movie when he sees everything in code. That's kind of what I felt like when I joined this mastermind. Like I didn't see it before. Like I
Mhm.
knew some of the things to do on a list, but I couldn't see it.
Yeah. So when you saw that code, did
Yeah.
that make sense to you or was it overwhelming?
No, it made sense to me.
It made sense.
But I also was doing a mastermind with the group that was not really selling the hustle.
Mhm.
They were selling their proven systems, their frameworks for doing this.
Mhm.
Pick one, do it for 3 months,
Mhm.
add another.
Mhm.
It wasn't promising upfront some crazy return on ad spend, put $1 in, get $10 out, which I tried those programs and
Mhm.
they didn't work. And then
Mhm.
you're frustrated and you quit.
Mhm.
So just slowly building foundational stuff has worked.
Mhm.
Mhm.
So what would you say is your strategy for going through the experience of I'm trying something, seeing if it's going to work, it's not working, I quit, but I keep going. Like how do you continue to keep going and trying? What's the trick?
I don't know if I could boil it down to one trick. I do feel like I internally have some type of drive or ambition, and I don't really know where that comes from. I wish I did. It might be just that, I know that I want to support myself and my family and have a stable life. And I know that that takes, generating an income. So
Mhm.
that's a piece of it. But there's some type of stick with itness that I have that I can't really explain. I don't have a
Mhm.
sentence for that.
Mhm. It
It
just
just,
lives
yeah,
in you.
in me. Yeah.
Mhm. Mhm.
Somewhere in my blueprint, it's there.
Yeah. You could be using that in like a regular 9 to 5 job though. But something
Right.
else has made you want to do your own thing.
Yes. I think part of it is being a parent and wanting to be present for my kids
Mhm.
so I can work around their schedules. So I can do something early in the morning, do the morning thing, get them to school, work, get them to their activities, and
Mhm.
then work again when they're in their activities. So
Mhm.
having to work around that,
Mhm.
I get a lot done, but I'm also with them. They don't really think I have a job. They're like, when are you going to get a job?
Yeah.
I think I have 10,
Yeah.
but one would
You
be
do.
awesome.
Yeah. Why don't they think you have a job?
I think because when I'm with them, I try to be with them. I try to be available.
Mhm.
Or if we're all home and I'm working, I let them know, or
Mhm.
I have a headphones on or some signal, or I'm sitting at a desk.
Mhm.
And sometimes they know we're sitting and watching a movie and I'm doing some data entry or something like that. They know I'm doing busy work
Mhm.
and we're all just kind of hanging out, maybe watching the same movie for the
Mhm.
5th time.
Right.
It's not like
Yeah.
we don't know the plot, but
Right.
yeah, those kinds of moments.
Yeah. So they see you hanging out, but you're actually
Right.
working.
I mean, even when I'm not working, there's some type of program running in the back of my brain thinking about things.
Mhm.
Or when I'm out shopping with my daughter and she's like, oh, look at this. Then I'm like, I carry a notebook with me. And
Mhm.
I'll write it down or I'll take a
Mhm.
picture and think okay,
Mhm.
that's something I hadn't seen before. She saw it. She got excited. Let me think about
Mhm.
that.
Mhm. That's a really smart strategy to just keep a notebook with you.
Yeah.
Do you prefer writing, like handwriting versus typing a note into your phone?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't know why.
Okay.
It's different parts of my brain.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm guessing that just different parts of your brain that are so creative are what's also, fostered this business.
Yeah.
You think differently. You need to move differently. You need
Yeah.
to do differently
Hmm.
to make such a creative and colorful business.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very cool. Okay. So you're taking notes, keep a notebook in your purse. You're always thinking about something.
Selling notebooks for
Selling
people who
notebooks.
also
And I'm guessing they're not in neutral tones,
no, I'm sorry. Maybe you guys custom order. I'll make you one.
like a camel colored notebook.
This is the most neutral I get.
You're very neutral right
This
now,
is my most neutral.
but the boots are so beautiful.
Thank you.
So colorful.
Yeah.
And this is a brand that you've just gotten turned on to, right?
This is a brand that I really admire, not only their craftsmanship, it's La Roude, but also their manufacturing strategy. So I'm really interested in the logistics side of the business.
Yeah.
I think it's like a place where we can really save resources and money and time and serve our customers. So for me, whatever I can do on that side, and having seen what it looks like to make products and how much plastic there is and how much styrofoam there is and whatever we can cut down, like I know how to cut it down. And I also know that the manufacturers want to cut it down. So if we can sort of skip some steps of passing things through warehouses and distributors and get things to our customers faster, then it's more sustainable.
Sounds more efficient too.
Yeah.
I
love productivity.
Yeah. Make a shirt that says that.
Make a notebook for you
Okay.
in a neutral tone.
Yeah. Okay. I would love that actually.
Actually, if I was going to make you a notebook and I made something like this, a lot of my notebook designs come from needing to give people holiday gifts and thinking like, what would they want to open that would make them laugh?
Okay.
And then have other people be like, what did she give you?
Yeah.
So one of them is The Secret Scandalous Life of, and then like insert your name here.
Oh my God.
And I've given that to some people and they're like, they opened it and then they're like giving people side eyes. What do you think I'm going to write in here?
Oh, then everyone's going to want to read it.
Like The Secret Scandalous Life of Anne Marie McHenry.
Yeah.
And then you're like writing that in a coffee shop. Another one for a close friend who works as a nurse in a prison. I wrote things to do today in jail. Because I thought that would be so, like, what if you're like on your way to work and you're like grabbing a bagel and you're writing notes and people are like, are you going to jail? And you're like, yeah, I work there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I made one for my mom. I think maybe my daughter helped me with this idea. I was like, what are we going to give your grandma? She likes true crime.
Oh.
So she also needs to get, oh, well, you can have that one.
Okay.
It's things to do before watching true crime.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah.
If you want to give yourself a brain break by watching true crime, you can have you can gamify it and get your to-do list done and then treat yourself to an episode.
Okay.
I didn't know you were into true crime.
So long haul drives with my husband.
Okay.
We end up listening to true crime podcasts.
Okay.
That's really the only time that I listen to those, but they keep us like in a very dark way entertained. It's hard not to be captivated by horrible things that happen.
Yeah. I can see that.
Yeah. It's like reality TV, but it's real.
I mean, reality is weirder than like TV.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. Yeah. We need to finish one that we started on our drive here, actually. But
well, you should get your to-do list done.
Yeah.
And then you should finish it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I love this notebook idea. Other products that you have come up with or sold that were because there was a need that you saw for friends or family?
Yes, my sister is a healthcare worker and she had these she dresses well. She's always presentable, always well groomed, but her hair clips were always like chipped. And I actually would like take them off her head and throw them in the garbage.
Oh,
like, what are you? I mean, only a sister can do that.
Right.
With love. Like, I love you. I can't send you out the door.
Right.
And
don't do this.
Pink chipped hair clip. So I would give her the hair clips that I'm making. And then she would come back to me and tell me like, they hold my hair up all day. They stay really well. And so I would make more and give her more. And that kind of inspired me to also write some, marketing emails. Like, do you work in healthcare? Like, do you need your hair held up all day long?
Yeah.
Because these hair clips have been tested and maybe they're for you.
And they're cute.
Yeah, and they're cute.
And
yeah, because you want to express yourself. Like, if you're in scrubs, you might need to like show people like, actually, my favorite color is XYZ.
Yeah.
Or my print, or I like sparkles.
I love it. And aren't some of those hair clips made from more sustainable material?
Yes. So a lot of them are made from biodegradable acetate. So that has much, much, much less of a shelf life than plastic as far as being able to throw it in a compost bin and it will biodegrade.
Doing good things for the environment and keeping us cute.
Yes. I mean, you can do it all in that sense. I don't think you can necessarily do it all in other things, but you can make stuff that looks great and is just even a little bit better. Like, just turn the needle like 1% if you can.
We can do it all.
I mean, I unsubscribed to that newsletter. I could if I wanted to.
Yeah. In what domain can we not do it all?
I
What do you
feel
would
like, just like the superwoman
do?
thing,
Hmm.
I don't wanna be that. Like, I want to be clear that I make mistakes.
Hmm.
I make a lot of decisions. Some of them are going to be bad.
Hmm.
Like, that's just true. Like,
Yeah.
if I made every decision and they were all amazing, like, am I really taking a risk? Am I
Right.
ever doing anything that stretches me?
Right.
Um, so yeah, like anywhere from 10% to 50% of my decisions could be bad. If I get over 50, I think I need to rethink some things. Maybe I'm moving too quickly, but
Hmm.
I won't make decisions if I'm like hungry or tired or I've been in
Hmm.
the same room for a long time.
And if we're making decisions that don't stretch us or that we're not taking a risk, we're not actually learning from the failures
Yeah.
and the things that don't work and then having to adjust.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, that's a pretty boring way to live.
Yeah.
Um, I'm going to switch gears a little bit.
Okay.
What have you learned from building this business? What are some big takeaways for you?
I mean, it was like the fourth child I never thought I would have.
Okay.
It's really been like a labor of love. And
Hmm.
I've personally had a lot of personal growth through it.
Hmm.
Um, just in as far as how I think about myself, because I have this other thing that I've had to take care of and grow
Hmm.
that eventually snowballed. And now I'm sometimes pushing a snowball up a hill and I'm sometimes chasing a snowball down a hill.
Hmm.
So just how I think about myself and my value has changed a lot because there's something else that's now kind of running on its own.
Hmm. Congratulations. It's
Thanks.
a huge accomplishment. Yeah. What have you had to unlearn about yourself since you've been building this business?
I think I'm constantly trying to unlearn certain things,
Mm.
limiting beliefs.
Hmm.
I'm not sure if any of them have ever completely shaken off. Mm, I don't know. I think it's been hard. We talked about this a little bit before the podcast about
Hmm.
being visible, being seen, being the face of something. Like,
Hmm.
I never thought I would build something with my brain and then also put like my face or like my body into it.
Hmm.
It's kind of like I never, like, you would see people do the reverse, maybe
Hmm.
be like, a spokesperson for something
Right.
and then use their brain afterwards.
Hmm.
But I think like doing it in the order of first being the thinking person, the brain behind it, and
Hmm.
then putting yourself in front of it feels like, am I really supposed to be up here? So maybe a little bit of imposter syndrome.
Yeah. Do you feel exposed?
I try not to do things that make me feel overly exposed, or I try to push up to the limit of that and then be like, I think I'm going to stop here today, folks.
Hmm. Yeah.
But I haven't put myself as the face of the brand. Like,
Hmm.
I didn't name the brand after myself,
Right.
but that was also a result of seeing founders
Hmm.
put their name on a brand, and
Yeah.
then you're kind of one and done.
Right.
Like, that's it.
Right.
Like,
It's hard
that's
to,
your one idea.
yeah. And it's hard to remove yourself from the brand
Right.
if you are the name and the face.
And I have so many ideas.
Hmm.
I don't want to be just one thing. I
Hmm.
don't want to have just one brand in my life.
Hmm.
This is the first one that took off. And this wasn't the first business I had tried. I had tried other things before.
Businesses.
I had like a jewelry business.
Hmm.
I was trying to structure it like an MLM business and
Hmm.
it did okay, but I couldn't be in the States enough to run it.
Hmm.
I had a boutique in China.
Hmm.
I had a photography business in China.
Hmm.
Um, those are just a few. I
Hmm.
started a lingerie
Oh,
company.
wow.
Yeah,
Very cheeky.
very cheeky. It really was.
Yeah. Amazing. So you just have a very entrepreneurial spirit about you. That might be one of those like hard to pinpoint sentences to find,
Yeah,
but
I
that
mean,
is true for
right.
you.
What is that?
Yeah. Yeah. What's next for Cocus Pocus?
Um, what's next? I have a couple of new wholesale clients. So you're gonna new people are gonna be seeing Cocus Pocus. This
Hmm.
might pop up when you look to see what is Cocus Pocus about.
Cool.
So you'll be seeing it in different places, and every time there's a new customer, sometimes that's a new face of the brand.
Hmm.
Maybe it's something on the website that you've never looked at before,
Hmm.
but that's been there, and you will see it pop up in a new place.
Hmm. Fun.
Yeah.
What's next for Deborah Perlman?
What's next for me? Gosh, I'm gonna buy a house soon. I think that's probably the next big thing on the list.
Same.
Just, I don't know, keep on trucking. Like, I'm in a certain phase and I recognize I'm going to be there for a while and I'm good with that.
Yeah.
And I'm enjoying the journey. And every day feels like a Seinfeld episode, pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like there's nothing happening at all, but
There's nothing, but it's also very quirky and it's all connected and also things are happening. So it's like, you can't necessarily see it in a day, but like there's a story arc happening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Couple more questions for you.
Sure.
And then anything else that you want to share. What would you like our listeners to take away from your story?
From my personal story, I think you don't have to start at any one point. And I think you start before you're ready.
Mm-hmm.
And it's okay to not have a plan. I've seen it done both ways. Like I've seen it done the way that I've done it.
Mm-hmm.
What I did have is I had experience, like a parallel experience that helped me to start this.
Mm-hmm.
And then I've seen people really go in and invest. And this is what I would do for my next project. Really invest in a business plan and branding and marketing before proof of concept.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that's once you've been proved as a founder.
Yes. Yeah. Once you have more of those business chops under you,
Right.
you might have some more capital to be able to fund just like launching a beautiful business and have taken all the time to really prepare for it.
And I think we underestimate the value of our experiences. Like when I've been able to bootstrap my business because I knew certain financial tools to use that I didn't have to take outside money, but I knew how to get orders paid for by financial institutions without putting myself at risk.
Yeah.
So that's like a really big key to bootstrapping. And when I later asked the person who first signed me up why they took me on as a client, like I had it was a brand new business. And she told me that I came in with 15 years of experience. That's worth something. And I hadn't thought about myself in that way. So
amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So don't underestimate how much experience you actually have because all the experience that you have thus far is very valuable.
Yeah. And working for somebody else is a great way to gain it. And when you're ready to do it for yourself, go do it for yourself.
Yeah. In what ways have you felt misunderstood as you've grown this business?
I mean, I think we talked about this, that my family misunderstands that I do have a job. Which I hear
she does work.
I hear from a lot of like women that have families that they don't understand sometimes, like when you get a phone call from someone after hours, sometimes it is like a very serious matter.
Right.
Or I could be on vacation and I'm like, oh, it's like something happened. I need to go like to a cafe and check my laptop because there was a security breach and everyone's stores were like breached. There can be things that happen that I think we have like a kind of a brave face sometimes and you don't realize that like we're doing a lot of work behind the scenes when kids are at school.
Yes.
Late at night, early in the morning.
Right.
So, but I also just think like it is possible. I started this business from an online coaching course. Like I watched a course, how to be an entrepreneur, something like that. And I just started there. And I had done almost 7 figures before I joined a coaching group that kind of helped me give some structure. But yeah, I did it all just from like a digital course, which thinking back on that
is wild.
Is really wild.
Yeah. So you took an online coaching course.
Yeah, from Brooke Castillo at the Life Coach School. And then the business I had gotten it almost to 7 figures.
Before you had an actual business coach.
Before I had an actual business coach. And I know some people do that differently. They like they have money, they invest in the coaching before they even have a product or a business.
It's nice.
I think it sounds great. But I don't know if that's for me.
Yeah. Well, you didn't need it. You've already done incredible things.
I've done it.
Yeah. Last question.
Yeah.
What was the last compliment that you received?
The last compliment. I mean, I don't know. Maybe
besides what we've talked about today and affirming, I hope that
I think I told you this earlier, but I had really bad laryngitis. I hadn't really been out of the house in a month. I hadn't talked to people on the phone. I felt a real lack of human interaction, and I happened to be picking up groceries at Target.
Yes.
And I have a retail business.
Uh-huh.
I understand a lot about efficiency, packing things.
Right.
I brought my grocery bags and I was packing my groceries,
Mhm.
and the checker really complimented me on my packing skills, my grocery packing skills, and I was like, "Thank you. I feel seen."
Yes.
And also like, I packed 300 orders today. This is nothing for me.
Yeah.
Like,
You do know what you're doing, and
I
when
do
you
know what I'm
acknowledge
doing
that.
sometimes. So,
Yes.
yeah.
At Target.
Thank you, Target.
We are not sponsored by Target.
Are you sponsored by anyone?
Not yet.
You should be.
Okay.
You should be sponsored by people who make adorable bomber jackets.
This jacket. Thank you for brightening my wardrobe through
It's
your
one of my
creativity and
jobs.
expression.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes, you always do that for me.
Telling people what to wear with compassion.
Even if it's a banana clip.
Oh, did I make you wear a banana clip?
I'm thinking about your sister.
Oh, well, because I actually have a clip that looks like a banana,
Oh,
which is kind of a double entendre.
that is a double entendre.
Yeah. I don't think you could wear that.
Maybe not. But if you would
It
like a
is a
banana clip
statement. Yeah,
in the shape of a banana, Cocus Pocus is where you can find that.
that's right.
Deborah Perlman, Cocus Pocus. Is there anything else you'd like to share about your business or you or anything?
You can find me on Instagram at Cocus Pocus, COCUSPOCUS, and the website is www.cocuspocus.com. Hope to see you there.
Yay. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Okay.
I'll give you a discount code that you can give your viewers.